let's go ahead and have the rewards, because you are a startup owner, you came up with your idea, so you definitely need to have some rewards as well. So yeah, you have some rewards. So now we'll get into the rewards portion. Moving on. Number one reward is you are the boss. Congratulations, you are your own boss, and you are the boss of the people that you are hiring or that are working with you. But firstly, you are your own boss. That means you set your own schedule. Okay, so as a boss, you get the opportunity to set your own schedule. Like for me, what happened that when I started Reach Inside Global, I was in in the late of in the middle of second year. আমি হচ্ছে যখন সেকেন্ড ইয়ারে ছিলাম তার মিডলে হচ্ছে I was coming up with the তখন খুবই একদম idea stage ছিল. I came up with different ideas for Reach Inside Global. I was trying one by one. Then I came up, with the final one, the existing model that I have. So maybe I will later on I will share with you about that, no problem. So what happened? তখন হচ্ছে যে regular to আমাদের class করতে হয়, but unfortunately I didn't take the classes regularly. Truth be told, what I used to do, I simply attended the exams and the coursework, let's say the presentation or the other stuff like that, and the final ones. Okay, I have been very unserious about my academics. Right now I am, although I have graduated yet, so I'm yet to be graduated. যে COVID-19 এর কারণে 45 যারা আছে তারা এখন ক্যাম্পাসে বের হতে পারে নাই. So I know this is a bad thing for my friends, but it's a good thing for me because I got some time. Okay, so anyways, I just try to look at the bright side. All right, so the bright side of COVID-19 is we have time, and although yeah, there are a lot of people dying, but I'm trying to leverage it in my ways, because maybe this COVID-19 is disrupting our lives in a lot of ways. But what happens, you might get to face some problems or face something যেটা হয়তো এমন কিছু হতে পারে যেটা particularly আপনার ইন্ডাস্ট্রিকে হচ্ছে যে স্টাক করেছে. So how about that? Let me give an example how it happens. Let's say you are in the IT industry. So যারা হচ্ছে যে আপনার IT ইন্ডাস্ট্রিতে আছে তাদের কিন্তু আপনার গভর্নমেন্ট 24 সাল পর্যন্ত আপনার ভ্যাট আপনার ট্যাক্স হচ্ছে যে এক্সক্লুড করে দিয়েছে 24 পর্যন্ত. দ্যাট মিনস আপনি যদি আইটি এনেবল সার্ভিস বা হচ্ছে সফটওয়্যার কোম্পানি হন, আপনার 24 সাল পর্যন্ত কোনো ট্যাক্স দেওয়া লাগবে না, বাট ভ্যাট অবশ্যই দিতে হবে. সো ভ্যাট আর ট্যাক্সের মধ্যে পার্থক্যটা আই নো দ্যাট ইউ গাইজ আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ড. ট্যাক্স হচ্ছে যে আপনার ইউ হ্যাভ টু পে অন ইনকাম, আর ভ্যাট হচ্ছে উই পে দ্য সার্ভিস অন দ্য সার্ভিস দ্যাট উই টেক. ওকে, সো দ্যাটস দ্য কেস. এখন পার্টিকুলারলি লেটস সে what is happening, যে গভর্নমেন্ট সামহাউ কি করলো 24 সাল পর্যন্ত তো রাখলো, বাট 24 এর পরে আপনার ইন্ডাস্ট্রিতে লেটস সে 20% হচ্ছে ট্যাক্স রেট বসাই দিচ্ছে within in the first year. 2025 সালে হচ্ছে 20% ট্যাক্স. So do you understand the burden of it? On the 100 taka profit you make, on every 100 taka profit you make, you have to share 20 taka of your with the government. Okay, so that's a huge thing. All right, so anyways, let's move on to the rewards. Do what you believe in. Okay, so this is really a great opportunity, because you get the opportunity to do what you believe in. Because in a startup, you do what you truly believe in. Because I believe in the things that I have been doing currently. I'm working on cloud accounting, and I believe there is a great future out of it. So I've been working on it. Now you might be thinking that I can come up with an app. This particular app can develop the lives of thousands of people across the globe, not only in Bangladesh. So you are doing it literally. Okay, so this is really a great opportunity. But what happens in job that you just do what you are asked to do or what you are paid for. All right, so this is the main difference, and this is a great reward you can have. Moving on, your work has a visible impact. Because when I came up with a startup and I got a few clients, যখন আমি ওদেরকে সার্ভ করতে থাকলাম তখন কিন্তু হচ্ছে যে I literally got the idea how my service is working, because I'm in the service industry, so I'm serving my clients. Okay, so I can get to see যে হচ্ছে যে ইনিশিয়ালি যদি বলি যে শুরুর দিকে আমি যেভাবে আমার ক্লায়েন্টদেরকে ভ্যালুয়েট করতে পারতাম, and the way I'm adding value to them now, there is a huge difference. So how did I make the difference? Because I could see the impact, and I could literally change my process, literally change my things in my ways, and that helped me a lot, and is currently there. This is helping my clients a lot as well. So you get to see the impact that you are making, At the same time, you're trying to make sure that you are changing it. Okay, so this is the beauty. But unfortunately, when you are a part of a big company, আপনার ইম্প্যাক্টটা কিন্তু মেজার করা is tough. It's really very tough because let's say you are in a team of 100 sales guys, maybe or 100 accountant or maybe 100 financial analysts. Now the company is making the decision out of all the resources or all the things that you came up with. এখানে আপনার ইম্প্যাক্টটা কিন্তু wait for or think or is really very tough. So this is a great thing that you can have, you can measure your impact. Moving on, you'll be installed with the value of hard work and ownership. The value of hard work and ownership, of course, if you are a startup owner, chances are more যে হচ্ছে যে আপনার হয়তোবা you have to wake up till 5 p.m. or you have to work till 5 a.m. or you have to wake up at 5 a.m. Okay, either আপনি হচ্ছে রাত শেষ করে ভোর 5টা পর্যন্ত you are working or you are waking up early at 5 a.m. Okay, so hard work is a must. At the same time, ownership. You know, when you own something, a startup is like baby, because I completely understand it. Okay, your startup is like your baby. So if your baby is suffering, if your baby is hustling, so you are also hustling and you're also suffering. So you own it. Whenever you get to see something wrong with it, you will be hurt. Whenever you come up with some great achievement, you will be inspired very much and you are going to get, you know, fully with it. So this is really very much important. All right, so that's the case, guys. You are installed with the value of hard work and ownership. Moving on, opportunity to learn and implement idea, concept, and new way of doing things. This is very much important because let me tell you, like as a startup owner, you need to keep on updating yourself because the market is changing so fast. And if your product or if your service is not updating with the pace of the market, then you're going to be trashed away by customer, by the market. Okay, so this is very much important. Now moving on, so you are making sure that you are learning new skills, new stuff, and new thing about your market. At the same time, you are making sure that you are implementing your idea, concept, and new way of doing things. Because let's say we are in the same industry, but if let's say আমার আর মুশফিকের হচ্ছে দুইজনের কোম্পানি আছে, দুইটা সেম ইন্ডাস্ট্রি, সেম কোম্পানি। এখন আপনার যদি মনে হয় বা let's say আমি আর মুশফিক হচ্ছে যে সেম ভাবে আমাদের কোম্পানিগুলো রান করি, সেম প্রোডাক্ট, same labeling, same way of branding and marketing, and same thing. What do you think? What's going to happen? Nothing is going to happen. Both of us going to fail terribly because our customer আমাদের distinguish করতে পারবে। Okay, so that's why as a startup you need to always come up with new idea, new way of doing things. Maybe two of your friends are working in the same idea, are working on the same industry, and almost with the same product or service, but you need to have some uniqueness. That is we call unique selling proposition or unique value proposition. That maybe we are in the same industry, maybe we are in the same company, or maybe we are providing the same service, but at least the ideas or the way we are adding value, there is some difference. Okay, so you need to have some uniqueness, and that's why you need to implement new way of doing things. Moving on, you will be a team player. Well, guys, this is a must, because you know what? Let's say as a person, you are a little bit egoistic. I don't mind if you are egoistic. Ego থাকা খুব ভালো, but negative ego না. অবশ্যই positive ego থাকাটা is better. Or let's say you get angry or you get hype if somebody leaves a bad comment regarding you. Or let's say as a person, you're kind of a guy who doesn't care about others. But if you are a startup founder, guys, you have to make sure that you are a team player, because you know what? The game is so hard, and if you don't have supporters who believe in your idea, who believe in your dream, you are going to fail. All right, so that's why you need to make sure that you are a team player. You have a great team around you. So like for me, I have a great team. Truth be told, I'm very much fortunate that the people I'm partnering with, because they're constantly supporting me. And truth be told, it doesn't matter how much potential I have. If I don't have a great team, if I'm not surrounding with, you know, great people, I am ending up almost nowhere. Okay, so almost nowhere. All right, so that's the case, guys. You need to make sure that you are a team player. Moving on, you are supported by passionate team members. Well, as soon as you become a team player, you're supported by the guys that you dream, that you crave for. Okay, so when you are a team player, you are able to actually share your ideas with others. At the same time, you're making sure that you are surrounding with some amazing people who believes in your idea and who are helping you constantly. It doesn't matter how hard it is. You are constantly doing it, and waiting for the result, the upcoming dream. Okay, so that's great. Moving on. You adapt to change and uncertainty. Well, change is a must, as I say. You can't make sure that as a startup, you can't control the market. The market is changing constantly, and you need to adapt to the change. Okay, so you need to adapt to the new normal. At the same time, you have to adapt to uncertainty, because the future is always uncertainty, full of uncertainty. As I mentioned, one thing, the government নিয়ে আমি যে example দিলাম, let's say 25 সাল থেকে যদি গভর্নমেন্ট আইটি ইন্ডাস্ট্রির উপরে 20% ট্যাক্স বসা দেয়, গভর্নমেন্ট দিতেই পারে, or finance rules he might come up with, no problem. But how do you take it? That's the thing. How do you manage it? That's the thing. All right, because uncertainty will be there, and changes will always be there. But it's not about the change. It's not about the problem. But it's all about the perspective, that how you look at it. If you take it positively, you can. If you think positively, you can always come up with some sort of ideas or some sort of thing that will help you cope up with the current situation and cope up with all the uncertainty. Okay, so you need to make sure that you are having an open mind. I'm not saying that always have positive, because it's very tough to be positive all the time. But I want to tell you that at least think differently. Because when you think differently, what happens that you get to see the bright side of everything. Okay, so that's the case. Moving on. You learn about entrepreneurship. Guys, of course, congratulations, because you get to have the blessings of the lesson of entrepreneurship. And I can tell you how rewarding it is, my friends. Okay, this is really very much rewarding, because you know what? As an entrepreneur, you get to believe that future is always uncertain. As an entrepreneur, you don't just go for money. There is something, some value you are trying to create for. There is some vision that you're actually following. There is something that you are doing that you truly believe in. The beauty of entrepreneurship is that. And I want to tell you one thing, guys, never ever come to the journey of entrepreneurship with a mindset of a get rich quick scheme. Okay, entrepreneurship is not something that will make you rich very quick. Okay, it takes time, and don't fall in love with money, because that time you are going to die. Even if you are making tons of it, you might come up with an idea that is making huge cash flow to leave you to get you a lifestyle of your dream lifestyle. Let's say you are running a Tesla, you are having a duplex home in any prominent city of Bangladesh, or any prominent city, or any prominent areas of Dhaka city, or any other place. But I don't want you to be motivated by them. That's the byproduct of the value you are adding. Always remember one thing: if you are successful, it's just because of the value you added in other people's life. If you're making a lot of money, it's not just because people like you or something like that. It's not like that. People might like you, but if you cannot add value to their life, you're not doing it. So entrepreneurship or making money, it's all about adding value. Okay, so you get to learn the value of entrepreneurship, and it's all about you get to learn everything about entrepreneurship. And I want to request you to be in love with the process. Be in love with what you are doing, not the outcome. That okay, fine, if I come up with this company and this is going to make a huge valuation like Zoom currently have within just 10 to 11 years, and I'm going to sell it to a great VC or some other guy and make a tons of cash. Don't come up with this, because you never know what a great mistake you are going to do. But yes, if you really believe you have a great idea and you think that this can change the life of millions of people, it's not millions of people, but you think that there are a certain level of people that can be benefited with your idea, go ahead and do it. You will be rewarded for sure. So with that, I'm almost at the end of the rewards, and there are a lot of rewards, but within this short time, I can cover all of them. And maybe your reward and my reward can be different, even if we are in the same type of company or in the same industry, because it's all about mindset as well. Because it will ultimately make the difference. So try to come up with a rich mindset that matters. All right. So that was a little bit intro or a little bit insights regarding our viewers. Now moving on, financing your startup. Okay, so আজকে আমরা যে দুইটা আইডিয়া নিয়ে কথা বলবো